The catwalk, the photos, the lights, the camera, the action. Get on your prime and begin training today. Register at latstudio.com and become a Halo model. Hello, El Paso. Welcome to a brand new segment of Live and Talented. For weeks, for months, we've been promising you a sports and fitness segment. Yes, it's finally here. Welcome to Top Dawgs, ladies and gentlemen. Top Dawgs dedicates and caters to top industry players in all sports in El Paso. Yes, those players that are climbing the charts on the rise, wanting to play in the next level, the college level. This is what we're here for, to support and advocate for these players. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to introduce our first guest that's on the radar. His name is Jacob Ledesma. He's only 15 years old from Pebble Hills High School, and he's a quarterback. And he's been given the opportunity to play with the big boys in the varsity level. He's 6'3", and he's 220 pounds, full of muscle, speed, and agility, with the arm of a baseball player. Yes, and he's also a baseball player. It is our pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our first segment ever in Top Dawgs. We want to know and we want to learn more of Jacob Ledesma. Here it is. See what he has to say.
My name is Jacob Ledesma IV. I'm quarterback at Pebble Hills High School, 15-year-old, and I have dreams of making it big one day. I guess athletic career, playing baseball at 4 years old. Spent 2 years in baseball, and I just remember always watching like the NFL on TV on Sundays, and I don't know, to me it just seemed cool. So I turned 7 years old, and I wanted to do it. Like I was seeing my friends started playing football, and I was like, I wanted to give it a go. So 7 years old, asked to play football, and ever since then, I've been addicted. So I joined the Bandits, the Pee Wee 7U team, I think. Joined the Bandits, started off as a linebacker for my first scrimmage, and they moved me out to defensive end. On offense, I was a tight end. I've always kind of liked offense, only because I feel like it's not as much pressure. It's not as much pressure where you're having to always stop the guy with the ball. On offense, it's just take the ball and run as far as you can. My first year, I was 7 years old. Probably the only time I've ever lost a championship. Then after that, my 5 years in the league, we haven't lost a championship. So I always won the Little Bowl. After the Little Bowl was regionals. Won regionals maybe 2 or 3 times. Then my 8th grade year, I was still in City League, won the Little Bowl, won the regional in Vegas. Then from Vegas, we were offered a chance to go play in Nationals for Florida. So as a little team from El Paso, you're going up against a bunch of 13-year-old, 6'4", 6'2", 240, a bunch of teams from out of town. So we didn't really beat the size matchup, but in the end, we had the most heart and the most determination. So we always came out victorious. Glad to say I'm a national champion 2018, and that's probably one of my proudest achievements as a City League football player. Alright, so Big Jake was a thing in Pee Wees, because as a 7-year-old, a lot of 7-year-olds aren't really too big, you can say. So the size matchup with me and the other 7-year-olds was like dramatic, because I was always bigger than everyone. No one really started to catch up until like maybe like 7th or 6th grade year. So as like in 7-year-old and up, I was always the bigger guy. So Big Jake was just always a thing, and it is to this day. The 2020 season hasn't been the greatest. We started off going into summer workouts. They promised us that we would finish summer workouts, we'd have a season, but once they said that, cases spiked, and midway through our summer workouts, they had to convert to online workouts. So that was always a challenge because you obviously don't have the resources the school has for you to work out. A lot of kids were loading backpacks with books and they were using that for their weights. But on a quarterback, it's harder because a quarterback has to learn the plays, has to get familiar with the receivers, the running backs, the coaches, the formations. So for me, I felt like that was really hard, especially moving up a year. But we've played 2 games so far, and I feel like in those 2 games I've played like it was gonna be my last. And right now we're quarantined. The whole district is quarantined, so I have no regrets because I played those games like they were my last. All right, so game 2 and my last game, as far as I know, was against Eastlake. I felt like that game was a really good game for me because it really showed what I could do. Had a lot more highlights than I did against El Dorado. A lot more passing, a lot deeper passing, a lot of running. One specific play I can remember is we were back at our half-yard line on offense. Third down, had 2 chances left, half-yard line. Took the ball. I told the coach I called my own play. I called my own play was a quarterback outside run. So in my head I was thinking just give me the ball and I'll get the yardage. So it was our half-yard line. Made it to the outside around the defender. Had a defender coming at a weird angle, so I could see that. So I cut back and ended up taking it 99.5 yards to the house. All right, so a couple of my high school goals, a couple of short-term goals right now is I want to end up winning this season as a 6A championship for Pebble Hills as a sophomore on JV as of right now. Because of this COVID and all that, I'm expected to be moved up to varsity for the rest of the season. And my goals right now is to end up starting as a sophomore, playing varsity games, winning a couple games. I plan to start the next 2 years. I'm hoping to get better, hoping to win state championships, set records. But like I said, great competition right now, and I just hope to do the best I can. I'd hope to go to college one day, good D1 school, make it big. You don't really hear too many people making it out of El Paso in sports, so I'd like to be one of the few. I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas. Grew up in a house of 5 siblings, and one of them was my twin brother, Josh. Once again, my name is Jacob Ledesma, quarterback for Pebble Hills High School, and you're watching Live and Talented.
The catwalk, the photos, the lights, the camera, the action. Get on your prime and begin training today. Register at letstudio.com and become a Halo model.